Hi there, I'm Matt Piak with the Neoprene PlayMatt. So I wanted to create a video to talk a little bit about why it is I'm creating this channel, what we're doing with this channel, um, really how it differs from other channels in the industry talking about board gaming and such. And so, first off, this channel, we're not going to do any reviews. We're not doing any unboxings. There's no giveaways. This channel is not meant for sales in any way. It's not meant for um, showing a walkthrough of specific games. Rather, it's about to talk about games, talk about the process, the thought process behind buying games, adding to the collection, trading things out of your collection, culling your collection, and then just bouncing around, talking about different things with what's going on with different publishers, maybe Kickstarter campaigns, really what's going on in the hobby, as well as kind of thoughtful conversations surrounding different design philosophies in games, what makes something appealing, trends that either I'm noticing or somebody points out to me that I think are interesting that I want to talk about. Um, and so with the no reviews, no unboxings, no giveaways, you might be saying, well, that's what you need to do. That's what a board gaming channel is. And I don't think that's all a board game channel can be. I think there's more out there. That said, there are so many reviewers, so many unboxings out there, so many playthroughs as well. There won't be any playthroughs here, but that content exists. There are plenty of people that do it skillfully, that I watch all the time, that have really nice equipment, really nice cameras, and can really make these flawless displays of how these games are played. And I just felt like that space, this channel would be doing a disservice by just crowding up that space. So I wanted to really rethink kind of what a channel could be and offer something that is interesting and different. And so one of the things we'll be talking about a lot is what it looks like to be a part of this hobby with a realistic budget. Not all of us can spend $350 backing an all-in Kickstarter and turn around and also put together a bundle on Miniature Market or Cool Stuff Inc. for over $100 to get that free shipping and in the same month. For me, I have $100 a month. That's what I get for board gaming. Board gaming in general. That's if I want to buy anything extra like a custom insert or different upgrades for games. If I want to go in on Kickstarters, if I want to do trades, $100 a month. That's what I got. So we'll be exploring that budget for sure. And then I also wanted to provide an exploration of at least one gamer's mind, that being myself, the thought process that goes behind what happens when a purchase is taking place or when a game is being played. So rather than talking about a specific game, there might be examples of games, but I want to talk about, what happens when you're feeling all these card combos in a different game, or maybe how is this game providing certain things that feel good to a gamer, right? Or how do these mechanics inform the table that's playing, and is it eliciting a positive response or a negative response, and why is that? Really kind of going down these rabbit trails of what's important when it comes to games. Um, and so, just to reiterate, why am I doing this? Well, I think a ton of the review content that's out there are sales pitches, and I think that's good for the industry. Genuinely, somebody needs to be a platform, especially for these small companies, to get these games out there so that we know and are informed about what we're purchasing. That's really good. I think it's a good thing that there are people spending a lot of time and effort making these review videos that are saying this is what you feel like when you play. But one of the problems is at the end of those, most of the time they're making a recommendation. And if you bought every single game that was recommended to you by a reviewer, there's absolutely no way it would be sustainable unless you have, I don't know, Jeff Bezos money, right? And so how do we decide when everything is a good game, everything is valuable, how do we decide what to spend our money on? How do we look at what we like in a game and see if that same itch will be scratched by new games in a different way, so it doesn't feel like we're already playing something we already own. Um, and personally, I love talking about games. I can talk about games all day long, and I really want to share the love. And so, this channel is an endeavor for me to really just kind of open up about kind of these thoughts that I've had brewing since 2012 when I initially got into the hobby. Um, about these games that I just absolutely love playing. I want to share that with people. And so, essentially, what this has led to for the development of this channel is it's going to be a schedule of 4 days a week. Um, every Monday is going to be a Spend My Money Mondays. So each month I have $100. I'm inviting you to go on a journey with me each month to try and spend this $100 in the best way possible. This will include going through trades. So anytime I got to ship something, I got to pay for it. So that'll be a part of it. Looking at Kickstarters, what do I back? What should I put my money into? That'll go into it. Maybe I'm buying a bunch of games um, on a website like Power to the Meeple or Miniature Market, and so I've got just $100. How am I going to hit that $100 so that I get that free shipping? Right? Anything I don't spend in a month will roll over to the next month. So if we end up going light one month and I only spend $55, I'll have $45 the next month on top of the 100 that I have. So um, I, I'm excited to bring you on this journey. I'm hoping that you guys can influence me, try and help me spend my money in the best of ways. And that'll be Spend My Money Mondays. And then on Tuesday, we have the Tastes on Tuesday. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk about my gaming tastes and why they are what they are. I'm sure everyone's tastes out there are unique to them. And I think it's always fascinating to hear why somebody is fascinated by certain mechanics or a certain game, why something clicks so well. And so in that segment, Tastes on Tuesday, I'm going to be going over my tastes and exploring my mind about all of the games that I love. Um, then, kind of the cornerstone of what this channel is going to be is the Lay It All Out Thursdays. So, as you know, we're the Neoprene PlayMatt, where we lay it all out. So on Thursdays, essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a topic that I feel like I need to get up on my soapbox about, and I'm just going to be telling you guys how it is. This could be, design features of games, um, the way the publishers are putting specific games out, whether I agree or disagree with them, whether it's a rant about pricing and money within the hobby. Um, all sorts of topics where I am just going to rant and rail on some things. So it should be exciting. It should be fun. I'm really excited for this segment. And then lastly, on Fridays and or Saturdays, if I do 4 or 5 videos, it'll depend on the week. But there's going to be a form of a weekly roundup and the occasional weekly grab bag. And so, what those two things are, the weekly roundup is essentially me going over all of the games that I've played during the week, what my thoughts were. This won't really be a review section where I'm going through whether or not a game is good or if I recommend it to you. Although I may say you should try and play something, I'm never going to tell you need to buy it. But really just kind of about what my week looked like in gaming, how many games were able to get to the table, what new things came onto the market that I'm interested in, maybe Kickstarters that came out. Really, it's going to be all over the place with everything that happens throughout the week. I'm hoping to recommend content as well. I probably listen to about 8 or 9 podcasts a week, and probably watch about 15 YouTube videos at least that are 20 to 30 minutes long, just about what's going on in the hobby because I love it so much. So I'm going to try and direct you to the content that at least really sparked my imagination or got me engaged. And then the grab bags are going to be fun things like top 10 lists or um, maybe different events or things that I'm running on the channel. Um, it's called the grab bag because it's kind of up in the air as far as what those are going to be. I would imagine a lot of these will be rankings or listings. And the reason I want to put out that content, even though I'm not doing reviews or things, is so that you get a sense of who I am as a gamer, what I like, and so when I'm talking about how I'm going to spend my money and what I'm looking into, or even discussing mechanics, you can kind of understand the context of the types of games I like to play and the types of games that I like getting to the table. As you may or may not know, uh, tastes are always evolving and always changing. Recently, I've been getting a lot more into Kaman games or Simon games. I don't know, the pronunciation's always changing, but we'll just go with Kaman games, cool mini or not. Recently, I've been getting into a lot of their games, and even earlier today, my brother was laughing at me, saying like, "I never pegged you as a Kaman gamer." I wasn't really into the miniatures and things, but it seems that they've changed my heart here as of recent, and so we'll be going through those lists and talking about just different things that are affecting or influeing my opinions, and then I look forward to hearing maybe from you what sort of content you've been watching. What are some channels I'm missing out on? Always going to invite conversation. And that's what this channel is going to be. It's about introducing conversations and exploring kind of the thought process behind games, whether it's through the buying, trading, culling the collection process, or if it's from the actual games that are getting to the table. What design features are in a game? What's the theme? Does the theme matter? Are you playing the game or is the game playing you? All of these topics I'm really excited to explore, and I hope we can go on this journey together. But that's what the Neoprene PlayMatt is going to be about. So um, I welcome you to this journey, and I look forward to producing some content and enjoying conversation with you throughout the process. That's it for now. Keep on board gaming, and I will see you around.